decided to plagiarize a speech. I really mean it, I'm plagiarizing a speech. And that speech happened to be mine. You see, in the year 1985, well, it's pretty long, 1st of March, I was given the honor to respond to the speech, to the address by our president. At that time, in 1985, there was a swing against the ruling party by 12.5%. That's a big swing. So I went back to my speech, and I realized that what I said then is relevant today. So instead of cracking my head on what to say, I thought maybe I shall plagiarize my speech. Of course, along the way, I'll add my little controversial points here and there, and leave you all to decide whether what I said in 1985 is still relevant today. I said then, that is 1985, so it must be 30-odd years ago, that the political leadership of Singapore has passed on to a new team of young leaders. Our younger leaders are now plotting the new stage of development for Singapore. They have set out certain goals to be achieved within the next 5 years. However, whatever they plan, whatever they do, they must not forget that it was the common man, the man in the street, who voted the PAP into power. Now, since 1963, the people have given this government a blank check. They went with us all the way, accepting our policies readily because they believed in us. They had faith in us, and above all, they trusted us. Our Prime Minister and his able men had led them through the first stage of our development, the construction phase of our development. And the changes they produced were remarkable. They were very visible, from squatter huts, zinc and plank shops, to tall skyscrapers, housing and development board, from offices, and from standpipes to individual taps at home. And also from mud tracks to metal roads. Now these changes were not only visible, but impressive, and it was dramatic. The people saw this with admiration and placed more faith in our government. But today, there's 1985 again. After 25 years of nation building, there is an erosion in this faith and trust in the government. And this was translated into a 12.5% swing in the last general election. The reasons for the erosion have been aired many times after the general elections. The most frequently whispered comments is that the PAP no longer cares for the common man. As many Singaporeans perceive the numerous policies as elitist. In particular, then the priority scheme for graduate mothers. You see, we have this very special scheme to favor graduate mothers. So that's the reason why the non-graduates give us a good walloping at the elections. But we are having done, but afterwards I'll tell you why we lost some grounds now. Then we had streaming of schools. Then we emphasized special and gifted schools. Now this alienated us from those who were not so gifted and not so special. Then we give publicity to scholars and their achievements. And of course, the unpublicized but much talked about special social development program for unmarried graduates. All these and many more, including the controversial CPF issue, made the people suspect the intentions of the government. Now, while these policies have always been defended as not significantly depriving the majority of their rights, the fact remains that they benefited so few alienates the majority. Let me tell you, when I make this speech, I wasn't liked by my party for a while. But I thought, we must be frank, we must be honest. We have taken a beating, we must find out why, what the reasons why the people don't want us to have a critical look at ourselves. Then I asked them, is this then the ordinary people's government? Or is it a government for a special breed of men? The ordinary men in the street are prepared to let the able ones to lead, but they in turn expect these able men to have empathy. But alas, our hard-headed and statistical approach to problems have given the impression that we are beginning to care less for the people and more for those who can achieve. In the eyes of many, we are beginning to shed our image as an ordinary men's party. But have we really stopped caring for the ordinary people? The answer is no, and I still think it is no yet. We are still the ordinary men's party. We still build flats for them, we build roads, hospitals, improve utilities, and we provide social and recreational facilities for all. Why are the people then less aware and conscious of these achievements than in the past? Have they forgotten that these achievements are only possible because the government have remained honest, efficient, and non-corrupt? One possible reason why people do not appreciate these achievements is the rapid change of policies within the last 2 or 3 years. They confuse our people so much they have missed the forest for the trees. And this happened again in this general election. Many cannot follow our policies. Our policies were introduced too fast. I remember in the parliament we can pass a couple of bills within 1 day. So I think now with the opposition in parliament, it's a good thing. They will check on us. The ordinary people were not able to follow the rapid changes in our education policy, the controversial proposals on the CPF, the special tax concessions to highly qualified women, the high increases in cost of houses and car taxes, PUB increases, and the restructuring of our economy. There was an angry mood then, and I also experienced this angry mood this election. I went to all the opposition rallies. I didn't attend my own party rallies, but I could feel the mood. I could feel the anger. So that's why I put a blog. Why so much anger? I can tell you, if you read my blog, they give you many reasons why they are so angry with us. So I won't go through all this, but go and read my blog.